So good morning, everyone. So good morning to the Toastmasters and the fellow Toastmasters, and welcome to the 118th meeting of the Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong, by Mahatma Gandhi. We have the club mission so that to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. There are some guidelines for the smooth functioning of the club. These are ensure that you are logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All the speakers and role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid doing any activity that may distract the speaker. Please mute your microphone when other speakers are speaking to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. Please unmute your microphone and start your video when the Toastmasters of the day or the table topic master asks you to do so. Please raise your hand to volunteer during the table topic session to speak. Let the host and co-host handle all the controls. Avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering the speech, evaluation, or report. Refrain from speaking about religion, sex, and politics in a derogatory manner. Avoid conversation in chat publicly when someone is speaking as it may distract the speaker. Look out for green, yellow, and red colored cards on the screen. They will be displayed by the timer at the appropriate times. At the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the polls on the screen. Now, I would like to welcome the presiding officer for today's meeting. She is currently the vice president at VP of our Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Our wonderful mentor. She is ready to help everyone, and she is the guiding light. So please welcome our, our presiding officer, Toastmaster Smita Kotkar. Toastmaster Smita Kotkar, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devika. May I request everyone to give our Sergeant at Arms a warm round of applause, please. My dear friends, today this is the loudest I can go, so kindly bear with my voice. Thank you, Devika. Today we have gathered here for the beginning of a new month. Also the next 3 very important months of the EC calendar, as well as welcoming many new faces and friends from across Toastmasters Club here today. The meeting is also very special because today we will be speaking about somebody very special to all Indians. Before I begin my, it won't be a pure address as such today. I would just like to share an experience with you. A few months back, I had a layover of some 5 hours at the Ahmedabad airport, and I decided to go and visit the Sabarmati Ashram, which I'd never been earlier. Has any one of you present here today visited the Sabarmati Ashram? Please give me a raise of hands. No, Toastmaster Purna has visited. Then he will second me when I say this. And when I tell you all that there are certain places that reverberate with a strange force that, that make every single person sitting there feel whole and complete. Sabarmati Ashram is one such place. And when you go inside and you actually see the house where our father of the nation resided, or the very small room in which Miraben resided, it humbles you to the core. The sheer tenacity of an individual to rise and lead a huge multitude of people across the country, and to see the humble beginnings and to see the humble surroundings and the things that he surrounded himself with, one is faced with wonder. Sitting there, soaking in the energy of the surroundings was such an awesome experience. And I would encourage each one of you to at least once in your lifetime go and visit that place. I wouldn't like to speak about the politics or what is associated with Gandhiji, what are his values, what are his other things. But I would want you to experience the beauty, the wonder, the force, the emotion that a place as Sabarmati Ashram can bring to you. Today we have met here for a wonderful theme. It's the 1st of October. And before I hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, I would like to welcome you all to our 118th meeting once again. Our Toastmasters present here today have come from different parts of the country. This is also the beauty of the club, of which I am not only the IPP, but I'm also the current VP Ed. Toastmasters Club of Lucknow came into existence some 2.5 years back. We are a child of the larger Lucknow Toastmasters Club, which runs its physical meetings till date. We are a pandemic baby where Toastmasters from other states and cities then were clubbed together into this online meeting, online platform. And we have continued to meet, greet, and be with each other and form a family where we learn about each other's traditions, each other's cultures through this common platform of Toastmasters when we meet here online every Sunday morning. The beauty of my club is also another thing. The love that we share amongst all the members here is something that you will feel when you are a part of our meetings. And I will encourage you to join us to feel that. And we welcome you all from across the country. So may I quickly take short intros, just like you to tell us about where you're joining us from and which club you are a part of. Though, as and when your role does happen, the person who's introducing you will speak more about you. So let me begin with Toastmaster DTM John Bosco. Good morning, DTM John.
A very good morning to all of you, Toastmasters and distinguished Toastmasters. My name is Bosco Abraham. I belong to Bangalore. I'm a member of two clubs, the Speech Studio Toastmasters Club and We Speak Toastmasters Club. I happened to see on WhatsApp in the group a need for an evaluator, and I have joined, hoping that my speaker will also join us and give a feedback of the speaker's performance. I'm happy to be here with you in the Lucknow Club because Lucknow has got a lot of memories for me.
Thank you so much, DTM John. I just need to ask you one thing, and I've been wanting to ask this. 25 years in Toastmasters, is a very, very long journey. What's kept you here in this organization?
I retired 6 years ago. The tranquility of my retired life is peppered by the energy I get in Toastmasters. And I believe it has been a part of me and it will be a part of me as long as I can attend meetings. It is the energy that I get in a meeting like this.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful, fruitful meet, and
Thank
we would
you.
love to be associated more and learn more from you.
Thank you.
May I request DTM Nagesh to come on spotlight and tell us from where he's joining us.
Most of it, what DTM John Abraham said, I will have to repeat it. I'm so sorry. I'm also joining from Bangalore. I'm also part of two different clubs, the Gabbies and Bangalore Toastmasters. It's so wonderful to be here in this club this morning because he has memories. I've stayed in Lucknow during my schooling. Manak Nagar, Lucknow has been my place where I have played. And been in Toastmasters not so much as DTM Bosco has, but I echo what he said. I'm kind of semi-retired today, and the joy association I get here in Toastmasters is something there's no parallel. Absolutely no. I may not take roles in my clubs that where I go, but I really love listening to what people have to share. That's Toastmasters for me. Back to you.
Wonderful, beautiful. Thank you. 6 pathways already completed, and you're on your 7th pathway now. What keeps you going pathway after pathway?
Pathways have been so very designed that I feel all the experiences that I have gained in over 38 years in my profession, I have something to share with people. And it fits into one of the projects in those pathways. So I'm here on team collaboration, talking about team collaboration today.
Wonderful. Thank you. All the best for your project today. I would also like to welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Archita, our speech evaluator, Toastmaster Mayank, and Toastmaster Neeraj and Toastmaster Purna. So I'll quickly have a word with Toastmaster Mayank. Mayank, where are you joining us from?
Yeah, hi. Sorry. Hi, Toastmaster Smita. So yeah, I belong to Delhi. Currently, in fact, I belong to Noida Plus Toastmaster Club. I'm currently serving as a president there. In fact, while listening to Toastmaster Nagesh, in fact, DTM Nagesh, it was really, honey to your ears. And you get to know that what actually makes you to continue in Toastmaster for so long. Same goes for DTM Bosco. In fact, this particular question always comes into my mind. What is the right time? I mean, till when you should be in Toastmaster? So I think both of them have answered this particular question for me. Lifetime. Thanks, Toastmaster.
Beautiful, thank you. I generally do not take such long intros, but today I knew if I do not let people know here, the guests who I am so lucky to have here today, it would be sheer injustice to the fact that, to the fact that they are present here and people are not gaining from it. So welcome, General Evaluator Akim. Let me add you to the spotlight quickly. One thought that's coming to your mind right now.
A lot of thoughts running in my mind. But yeah, a small intro would be that I'm also from Bangalore, as two of other people are, and trying to make my morning better by joining here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. My dear friends, now let me call a very energetic young lady on stage. She has completed her studies from Lucknow. She hails from Balia. And she loves to sing, travel, explore different places. Currently, she's preparing for government examinations, and she happens to be the secretary of our club. Today, She's taking up the role as the Toastmaster of the day. Please welcome Toastmaster Archita Baranwal. Toastmaster Archita, the stage is all yours.
Am I clearly audible and visible? Just quickly give me a thumbs up. Okay. So first of all, thank you, Presiding Officer, for the introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Raise your hands if you would like to tell me who said these words. Anyone? So yes, these
Gandhiji.
yes. Thank you, Master Bosco. These words were said by none other than the father of our nation, to whom we also call Bapu, Mohan Das Karamchand Gandhiji. What was spoken approx 8 or 9 decades ago is even true today. And I know that you will agree with me that these words will go till eternity. So today I'm going to talk about the 3 major values which we learn from Gandhiji. The first one is ahimsa, that is non-violence. The second one is satya, that is truth. And the third one is sarvodaya, that is social welfare. So before we begin our with our theme, for the benefits of the guest, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. So the meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first part is the prepared speech round, where the members will be delivering their speeches based on the projects and the paths that they have chosen. The second round is the table topic round, where the table topic master will give any random topic and you have to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. And yes, this is the only session where everyone can participate. So I encourage each and everyone to come and participate in this session. And the third and the final round is the evaluation session. In the evaluation session round, who doesn't want to get better? So in this round, the evaluators will be evaluating the speeches, and the general evaluator will be evaluating all other aspects of the meeting. So let's call the general evaluator and his team. Let me introduce our general evaluator. Our general evaluator is a person who is lost in future, ghosted by specters of past, surrounded by the things I can afford to live in present. And on the professional front, he helped companies to better their supply chain. Yes, I'm talking about Toastmaster Akib Javed, who is our general evaluator for today's meeting. So let's welcome Toastmaster Akib Javed. Toastmaster Akib Javed, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Archita. The introduction, spectre and ghost part were my night thoughts. Now I'm awake, so I can try to be present. I need to be present in the meeting so that we can do general evaluation. But what is it that we are going to do today? As per the rules, as per the norms, general evaluator does evaluate the meeting in general. We will be evaluating everything that takes place through the meeting. We'll be making note on what was good, what could be improved. And evaluation per se is like you look at the objective. What is the objective of having this mission, the meeting? What is the mission? And are we aligned with those missions or not? So we will be looking whether this whole meeting is able to help you become a better speaker. It boosts your confidence or not. So that is a high level understanding of what general evaluator will do. And of course, to do this, big stuff, some cool stuff. We will need few more cool people who can help me complete the task. And I would request one of my cool member who moved from US to India recently. He is a member of Toastmasters in Noida. He spent considerable time in various places, companies and clubs. He tries to focus on attaining a stable dwelling by learning to become wise. Yes, I'm talking about wise JK in the room. Over to you, Toastmaster Jatin.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Am I clearly audible? Sorry, excuse me, I would not be able to turn on my video because I'm not doing well. But Mahatma Gandhi once wrote to a friend, "You may not waste a grain of rice or a scrap of paper, and similarly, a minute of your time." He believed that we do not own time, we are just trustees of it, and hence we have to use it wisely. Time management is one of the foundational skills of foundational leadership skills. And at Toastmasters, we get to hone those skills by not only adhering to the time limits assigned to each of the speeches, but also to ensure that the timely execution of the entire meeting happens. And to help with that, I, as a timer, would be keeping a note of all those timings during the meeting. For, for the prepared speeches today, I believe all the speeches are timed 5 to 7 minutes. So I would be showing certain flags indicating that the timing for the speeches. I would have a green flag at 5 minutes for the prepared speech, yellow at, excuse me, okay, yellow at 6, and then the red one at 7. I hope my background is visible, indicating the change in the color of the flags. Similarly, for table topic speeches, which are the impromptu, the timing is 1 to 2 minutes, wherein the green is shown as 1, yellow at 1:30, and red at 2. And for the evaluation, which are from 2 to 3 minutes, green is shown as at 2, yellow at 2:30, and then red at 3. In each of this, excuse me, in each of the speeches, there's a grace of 30 seconds towards the end. So red flag would continue to be shown until the speech is ended without an indication that the time is up. The grace of 30 seconds is also available for towards the beginning for qualification for prepared speech and the evaluation, but not for table topics. I would be presenting my report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin, for highlighting the importance of timing. I say time management is almost life management, because as time flows, your life also flows. You can't go back in your life, neither in time. So good that we learned that from Jatin, and we do little better life management today. Moving ahead, I think we have one more manager, our counter manager. And here is the introduction for our counter guest, Purna. I mean, this is a little difficult, yeah. People who are trying to define themselves. Purna says he can't define himself, still questions to himself sometime who Purna is. He thinks that he is an artist exploring art, culture, painting, music, all the stuff. But he also loves to meet with new people. I think that's the reason he is here. And Toastmaster is one of his favorite place. Purna, I hope you will be able to define yourself today, at least for the counter management role. Over to you.
Sure. So thank you so much for introduction. Toastmaster and guest, we are welcoming you here. So today I will be counting like filler words, filler phrases, and filler words and body gesture that I'm just showing you here. Would anybody see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, so my role is to count the filler phrases, and body gesture, and filler words such as basically, actually, literally, seriously. So I will be submitting my report at the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Purna. Seriously was also a filler word. Oh my God. You'll find half of Bangalore speaking seriously. Uh, cool. We'll move with another manager for today's meeting. We have our grammarian, and he is real manager, by the way. Postgraduate in corporate communication management from BHU. He does freelancing and research. He believes in growing more while working in a team. Over to you, Toastmaster Neeraj, the grammarian manager for today.
Thank you for introducing me. So, as we know that grammar play a very important role. It makes our language beautiful. So, and this role is very important. And with this role, certain responsibility comes. So, as a grammarian, my fellow Toastmaster, today I will pay close attention to all the speaker listening carefully to their language, any improper use of language, as well as any beautiful phrases, quotes, saying. I will take note of that. And in addition to it, it is also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. And the word of the day is tranquility. I spell it Tranquility. Tranquility. Tranquility means a state of calmness, free from disturbance. Yeah, and we can use the word tranquility in a sentence like Varanasi Ghat is the right place uh, to feel the tranquility. Yeah. So another uh, another element of uh, this part this segment is that phrase of the day. Phrase of the day is that to take one's to take to take one's breath away. It simply means to amaze or surprise someone with uh, delight or respect. And we can use the phrase of day in a sentence like uh, the beauty of Taj Mahal uh, take tourist breath away when they visit Agra. And I request and I will really appreciate all the speaker and other guests. Please use these word of the day and phrase of the day while speaking. And I would say if anybody uses it while speaking, please try to applaud them. You can have Zoom clapping as well. It will boost their confidence. And at end of the meeting, when I'll be called upon, I'll submit my report uh, as the grammarian. So thank you so much giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neeraj, for introducing the word of the day and phrase of the day. Although I really appreciate the slide part of it, I would request you to put it in the chat box. We are Gen Zs, we forget stuff. Also, with the word of the day and phrase of the day, grammarian would be taking note of good and not so good usages. I don't know if you already spoke about it, but yeah, so we have to be a little careful because we have a very tranquil man sitting in front of us looking and trying to note down our grammar usages, whether it's good or not. He'll come back. With this, I think we have introduced all the team members in general evaluation team, but we have 3 more cool people who will be introduced by Toastmaster of the day, and they will be evaluating the speeches. And when the third session comes, when general evaluation session comes, I'll take their help in sharing the evaluation of the speakers. For now, I'll hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Archita. You are in mute.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Akib Javed, for introducing your team. So we were discussing about the three values which we learned from Mahatma Gandhi ji. So here I'm going to discuss the first one, that is ahimsa, which we call non-violence. So I have a question. How many of you think that non-violent methods are powerful tool even in today's generation? Anyone who wants to answer this question can raise your hand. Yeah, Toastmaster Akib Javed. And others, if you have any idea, comment it down in the comment section.
Yeah, I think non-violent ways have worked for me for a very long period of time. Whenever I get into something wherein I don't agree with people and I want to react, I hold myself. And I think that by being non-violent, by holding myself back, I've been able to win a lot of those. So although you are not reacting at that moment, you end up winning the game if you are non-violent, and if you just react the way Mahatma Gandhi would have taken it, all those stories that we have read in our childhood. So yeah, I think it worked for me.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Akib Javed, for sharing your point of view. So non-violent method is a powerful tool even in today's generation. Bapu showed us the immense power of peaceful resistance. He believed that non-violence is not a sign of weakness, but it includes so much courage, and it doesn't show that you are weak. It requires immense strength and self-control. And in 21st century, I think our society needs non-violence tools for resolving their conflicts, because there are a number of things happen in today's generation where they just start hitting others. So there are several ways in which we can take non-violence in action. The first one, I think, is by doing peaceful protests, where people protest peacefully without harming someone else. In our daily life, we can resolve conflicts with the simple conversation, by a simple conversation without shouting on others, and without doing any violent activity. And the other things, I think, is the peaceful resolutions through meditation, diplomacy, and dialogue instead of doing violence. And the thing which I think the society needs, the random act of kindness also towards poor people, towards the people who is in need. So we will take our meeting to the next level now, and let's begin with the first session, which is the prepared speech section. Now I'll be calling the evaluators, who will in turn be introducing their speakers. So our first speech evaluator is a Toastmaster who is an introvert and extrovert in her friend circle. She has done her master's from Banasthali Vidyapeeth. She loves spending time with her family. So let's welcome Toastmaster Devika. Toastmaster Devika, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archita, for the wonderful introduction. So my first speaker is someone who belongs to Vaishali, Bihar. He has done his graduation, and he likes reading books, listening to audiobooks, and playing guitar. The speech title is Mistake Helps Grow. Pathway, the dynamic leadership, level 1, project 3, and the objective of the speech is for a member to practice, use vocal variety and body language to enhance a speech. Please let me welcome Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj, over to you.
Minds are like parachute. They only function when open. Very good morning, Madam President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I have been facing a problem for a long time. And I think that because I'm an introvert and I'm not able to express myself enough to new people. What's that? What happens? People who are new to me and living around me, they generally, after a few days or after a few months, they get shocks. I mean to say that I can take anyone's breath away, right? Why? Because the people who have judged me wrong at somewhere, I turn out to be a good one. And the people who have judged me good at any situations, on any points of view, I turn out to be a bad one. So that's the issue. So, well, that's not my issue. But sometimes from my near and dear, I get a different kind of feedback. Like they say, you are a neutral kind of guy. And sometimes I see that people saying, you are like a sweet poison. Really? I am sweet poison? Well, so that's not my issue. And I want to continue with it because it helps me to know the people, to read the people's mind, and to set myself where I am supposed to. I would like to narrate a story of my childhood. Whenever I used to be a new student in any coaching institute or any classes, in first 2 to 3 months, I used to be a very quiet and decent student. And in that period, my parents used to get a positive feedback. Then the era of my mischievous acts used to come into effect amongst my friends. A little bit tranquility which was there, now it's going to be rare things. Now, what used to happen? My friends used to keep checking their backside belt. Why? Look at it. What I used to do, I just try to use a paper and tearing it in such a way that I can make it a tail, right? As you can see here, and I can make it a long tail. And I easily, whenever I used to sit anyone's behind, I used to make it like this, and successfully I used to entangle it into the backside belt loop. And now whenever he used to go out, he was the center of attraction, like for humor, like he used to be a laughing matter. But yes, I was also very ready. I mean, every time I used to be ready, as soon as he used to get realized, to run faster than him. Same story when I was child, just 6 or 7 years old. And in my village, there was a system when street vendors used to come with Indian candy floss. And there was a system where any kid used to barter fallen long hair for Indian candy floss. Usually grandma or mother and auntie, they used to keep their fallen long hairs somewhere else, say for kids. So easily everyone used to have that. So very little hair, very little Indian candy floss, son papri, which we say. So one day my sister, 4 years older to me, she came with a very different kind of idea. And one day we thought of a big deal. Actually, this idea belonged to my sister. she cut down some hairs of my mother when she was sleeping. And you will be amazed. When my mother woke up, she was struggling to make her hair into a bun. And as soon as she realized, my sister went to neighbor's friend and I got caught. I was like weeping and I spit everything out. Later on, my father came, but she reprimanded both of us. But she also started making situation light, and she started saying that yes, now saying my mother, you look like Indira Gandhi. It's good. So that's the story. And one more story. You know, in my home, no one tells me to do fasting because the very day I am on fasting, I forget that I don't have to eat anything. This is the issue, right? What happens recently? My mentor, a fellow Toastmaster, she called me 12 o'clock afternoon and she told me, Suraj, after 5 minutes, I'll call you and then we'll discuss the agenda of your speech. Okay, ma'am. Again, after 5 minutes, she couldn't call me because of some urgent work. So 12:30, I called back and she told me, Suraj, so when you will be having your lunch? I told her that, ma'am, 1 o'clock my mess will be open, so I will have my lunch at 1 o'clock. Okay, then have your lunch. Otherwise, you'll be late. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. After having lunch, I'll call you. Then, as soon as I kept my phone down, I was like, today it's Tuesday and I'm on fasting. And I am talking to ma'am like I am going to have my lunch. How can it be possible? So, friends, these were some mistakes, some stories related to my life. And now, justifying my mistakes, I would say that man makes mistakes, mistakes make man. And with that, let the mistakes help creating the better version of yourself as I am. Thank you so much.
A wonderful speech by Toastmaster Suraj. So I request everyone to give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you.
So thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Now I'll call our second. Now I'll call our second evaluator. A second evaluator is an IT professional working as a product manager. He is passionate about running and reading. He also loves to play cricket with his kids and believe in organical growth and just want to be 1% better each day. And I think we all should implement this in our lives also. So let's welcome Toastmaster Mayank. So
Thank you,
Toastmaster
team.
Mayank, the stage is all yours.
Thanks, Toastmaster Archita. It's not kids, it's just a kid right now.
Okay, sorry, I'm sorry.
Anyways, okay, fellow Toastmasters, today I am going to evaluate speech of DTM Nagesh. He would be attempting his level 1 project 4 from team collaboration pathway. And I hope it's going to be amazing speech. Really looking forward to that. But prior to that, I would like to introduce him. And instead of writing, I'll just call it out. So DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy is a project management professional with over 35 years of experience as a founder and managing director of construction management consultancy firm that audits occupied buildings. He is also an esteemed professor of practice at several engineering colleges who has trained over 10,000 professionals in last decade. And as a Toastmaster, he has held various club leadership positions and is president of Gaby's Toastmaster Club. Nagesh has completed 6 paths, attained 6 triple crowns, 5 Pathbreaker Awards, was Grand Slam Master Mentor awardee in 2022-23, club coach, club sponsors, in short, multiple hats. So, let's start with a speech. DTM Nagesh, invisible, DTM Nagesh.
Give me an audio check. Am I audible? Thank you. Sitting tired on the floor, I was staring at the wooden ceiling of my room. After a long spell of rains, the sky was clearing when I arrived at the resort. 5 hours of sitting in the safari jeep in the rain, my body was all paining. I waited for my tea to arrive and laid down until it came. A small streak of light was coming into my room, lighting it up completely. There were some specks of dust floating around, moving randomly. I tried tracing few of them, but their movement was very fast to catch my eyes. This ray of light through the roof, the floating particles, the dimly lit room which was suddenly lit up, brought some memories of my workplace. Kirti was very hardworking, was a good planner, and had a great speed at work. He was a magician like PC Sarkar for me. You give him a work, he would finish it without escalations. Few times I have asked him, How? How do you close it? His answer was just a smile. He was quick to identify a problem and solve it. The culture of empowerment aided his decision-making skills. And the process of information in the organization actually kept him grounded, growing, and gaining. Due to his attitude, attention, and approach to work, Kirti's appraisals were always scoring, and his career climbed very well. He was promoted 3 times in 4 years. Slowly, he was becoming bold, bossy, and boastful. Now, his colleagues were envious of him. They were waiting for a small slip. They were waiting for a small edge over him and for a small crack to drive a wedge. Months later, I received a call from accounts payable that a company called as Reliable Agencies from Pune has been paid more than what they claimed. And that was 8 months ago. I asked my analyst to gather all the documents and dig deep. A zero was added to the amount during certification. Everything broke loose. Kirti went underground in shame. Calls to him were unanswered. Emails were unread. The reliability of Reliable Agency and Kirti was under question. Toastmasters, there is no reset button in life. You can't take anything back. You can't undo anything. But what you can do is face the consequences. Those who were envious of him were rejoicing. Was this a moment to settle scores? I gathered everyone and asked them to remove their shoes and come into mine and think. Isn't the whole bigger than the part? Isn't it shameful that the team has let down the client? When each of you were on the wrong side, weren't you back covered? This time, we have to work together because it's an integrity issue. I urge the team to consider how to salvage the situation. I felt respected. When few talked to the accounts payable as to why did they pay and slipped. Some spoke to Reliable Agency and urged them to check their accounts and return the money. Others were talking in the campus and trying to tell that it was a procedural error, not intentional. After several follow-ups, months later, Reliable Agency returned the money, giving us a great relief. Kirti surfaced came to the office jumping with joy, hugged few colleagues, and there were tears of joy on his cheek. There are immense, invisible, intense possibilities for humans. It is just matter of will to resolve. We pushed Kirti to arrange for a meeting so that we could restore his glory. He appreciated all the team members who assisted him and brought him out of the trenches. Few details of the meetings and the lessons we learned were also published in the company newsletter, instilling fame, prestige, and reputation of Karthik. There could be dark phases in our lives for all of us. No man lives alone. There is an invisible system that is working for us or against us. It is wise to identify that system, strengthen it, so that that force in that system works for us when we need it. And I am happy. Kirti is now making those invisible system forces visible by supporting others and helping them grow. After sipping my hot tea, I got up, put on my shoes, smiled, and walked out of the door to get more sunlight. And I was greeted by the smile of Kirti and his team, ready for another safari experience. TM audio.
An amazing speech by our distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh. So I request everyone to give him a huge round of applause. Now I will be calling our third evaluator. Just a minute. So our third evaluator is a veteran Toastmaster for the last 25 years. He has done the roles of club officer, district level officer, and international level officer of Toastmaster. He has been the past president of the 3 clubs. He helped start over 20 clubs, conducted training programs for Toastmaster in various areas. He is a retired senior manager of Bale. He is currently a trainer and mentor. Recently he has been recognized as certified counselor for students and married and to be married couples. And I'm talking about none other than the Toastmaster John Bosco Abraham. So let's welcome our distinguished Toastmaster John Bosco Abraham. The stage is all yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Archita. Very good morning to you all, fellow Toastmasters. Before I share the purpose statement of the project, I have pleasure in introducing the speaker to you. He is Toastmaster Sharif Noor Alauddin. He is an instructor at IELTS. He is the founder of Eduvate Learning Academy and research analyst at Upwork. He was the past secretary of IUB Toastmasters and vice president public relations of Bangladesh Youth Toastmasters Club. He is the first runner-up of the humorous speech contest for Area B3 in 22-23, a Triple Crown winner in 22-23, currently the club president of Bangladesh Youth Toastmasters Club and vice president public relations of CMA Bangladesh Toastmasters Club and mentor of IUB Toastmasters Club and club coach for Sonar Bangla Toastmasters Club. His breakfast, lunch, tea, dinner is all Toastmasters according to me. I have been in Toastmasters since 2019, he says, and he's a chartered club member of IUB Toastmasters. He loves reading, writing lyrics, poems, and stories. He is an international rated chess player representing Bangladesh. He's been in the under-19 cricket team for Bangladesh, He loves sports and an avid learner from everywhere. As he is excited, I too am excited to listen to his speech. And let me share with you the project that he will be attempting. Level 3, Project 1 from the Engaging Humor. The speech purpose statement is for the member to determine his style of humor and apply it to a speech that centers around a central message. Time allotted 5 to 7 minutes. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster John Bosco, for your speaker's introduction. So let's welcome the speaker, our third speaker on the stage. Toastmaster Sharif Noor. Toastmaster Sharif Noor. Hello, Toastmaster Sharif Noor.
Yes, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. So the speech title, Toastmaster Sharif Noor. If it's not humor, it's a rumor. If it's not humor, it's a rumor. Toastmaster Sharif Noor. The stage is all yours.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are in the right place at the wrong time or wrong place at the right time. What does this overall notion mean? It is something more like a spotlight to someone who understands connecting is a very good thing. But however, if you are not connected with anyone, how it is a very good thing? We all go through the processes of spreading news, right? If there is no lightning happening nearby your place, we get panicked and text our near and dear ones like there is going to be a huge lightning happening. Oh my God, how will I survive? And things like that do happen. So, most of the time, what happens, we tend to find ourselves very much glued into rumors. If it's not a rumor, it's gonna be the humor. Let's see the example of someone who is chasing the bus to not be late for the office. And that someone, if suddenly stumbles, people will laugh, ha ha ha. Look at that person. He just cannot chase the bus. Poor guy. Very poor guy. Another one. Someone who is learning cricket for the first time has held the bat in such a way it looks like baseball bat. Not even knowing how to strike the ball. Once again, people will feel like, ha, 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 ha. Look at the guy, how he turns up. He doesn't know how to play. People will also have remarks like that. And soon, the popular guy who looks very charming or who's very intelligent by brain will become the laughing stock of the society. He cannot play cricket. He doesn't know how to cooperate with everyone. That will make him a spreading rumor. However, by the time life goes with the transitions of different periods, we become more conscious about how we can react upon different situations of life. Let me tell you one. We have our best and worst conscience when we go to the supermarket, when we bargain with the shop vendors to buy our groceries. Like, please, we find or we try to find the justification of increasing the value of our necessities 5 to 10 amounts here and there. Why it is increased? Why the value of egg has got increased from 5 to 10? It was 5 last day. Why it is 10 today? And the rumor spreads on and on. Hello, brother, don't buy eggs, please. It has become more expensive than the jewelry you are wearing. Please don't buy. You rather eat something else, but don't eat egg. And the list goes on. Everywhere, people are spreading rumors for fun. People are not justifying or are not actually making their own judgments. Even on a situation like how we turn up to our realities, we often have a subconscious mindset of spreading the rumors in such a way it becomes the truth itself. When we will learn, everyone, when we will learn to connect with people in a much heavier and meaningful way, only the Almighty knows. And the people who are spreading rumors, only they know as well. One thing for you all. This is a charger of a phone. If we unplug the cable, what happens? We cannot connect anything with it. So if we consider this plug as our life and this connector as the solutions, we need to coincide each of them with the other. The demonstration actually suggests if we actually do not make ourselves connected to the solutions of life by resolving the problems, rumors will go around for fun. And we will always try to find humor in the most scenarios and also in the worst scenarios as well. Even in a meeting like today, half of the audience is clueless. What this guy is actually blabbering around. Why he is like talking like this? Oh no, we needed another personified, another perfect speaker, not him. Why Toastmaster Sharif is blabbering? Half of the audience will possibly get to understand what I'm saying, and half of the audience will be really curious. So I'm really sure you guys are not going to spread the rumor unless it's a humor. And I truly believe life is beyond humor and rumor. And let's celebrate both from different ends. Because unless if we keep ourselves very serious, we won't enjoy the gratifying blessing of smiling all the time. Because smiling is really good for us. So let's not rumor ourselves, let's humor ourselves. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. This is your Toastmaster Sharif.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharif, for a wonderful speech. I request each and everyone in the meeting to give him a huge round of applause for his wonderful speech. Now, before we go ahead, I request the timer to please tell me the time if all the three speakers are qualified for the polls.
Yes.
Then I'll request the... Okay. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Jatin. So I request our tech master to launch the poll for the best speaker.
Please give me a thumbs up if you can see the polls on your screen. Thank you.
Okay, so Toastmaster Smita, are we done with the polls?
Done. I have a majority. I'm ending the poll.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So I was discussing about the three main life lessons which we learned from Mahatma Gandhi ji. I've already discussed the first one. The second I'm going to discuss is Satya, that is truth. Can anyone tell me the two aspects of life where the speaking truth is more powerful? Anyone? You can raise your hand. Okay, I'm seeing two raised hand. Toastmaster Shobit's single. Yes, sir. Please.
I think the two aspects, or probably the two moments where speaking truth is most important, is number one, when you are talking to yourself. If you are lying to yourself, there's nothing more disastrous than that. So you should be truthful to yourself. And the second moment is probably to a doctor or a lawyer, or those kind of people. It is better to speak the truth there so that they're able to save you rather than trying to hide something. So these are the two things that came to my mind.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shobit. Yes, Toastmaster Man, you want to
Yeah,
say something?
I would just like to top on that. I think you should be truthful when you really want to learn something, right? Unless you don't accept that you don't know everything, you won't be able to learn. So if you really want to learn something, you should accept that and you should be truthful about that.
Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Mayank, for sharing your idea. So these points are actually very relevant. And now, if we talk about what Mahatma Gandhi ji believed, that truth is not just a concept, but it is the way of life, a guiding principles that leads us towards righteousness and inner peace. It requires so much courage because it may be challenging in some situations where speaking truth is quite uncomfortable and facing realities. So uh, I end the second topic here, and now let's begin our second session, which is a very interesting session, that is table topic session, where everyone gets a chance to speak and everyone can participate. So our table topic master is a person who is presently working in Vedanta group. His hobbies are listening to music, audiobooks, and podcasts, and sometimes he likes to travel. So let's welcome Toastmaster Abhinav for the table topic session. Toastmaster Abhinav.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
stage is yours now.
Good morning, everyone. So, table topics. Why table topics? Table topics are important. Table topics are important because of two reasons, I think. One thing is presence of mind. Second, critical thinking. Whether you are in your professional life or whether in your personal life or any part of your life, it is important that you have a presence of mind about the things, you have a critical thinking about the things so that you can prepare better. Table topics do that. Table topics is also has a structure like prepared speeches. open body conclusion. For example, I have given a topic to you. So how you can speak? First, you can disagree or agree. Second, you state a reason. Third, you can explain that reason. And fourth, conclusion. You can summarize the topic in 2-3 lines. Before starting the table topics, I want to share the word of the day, tranquility. And apologies for that I will not be able to, maybe not able to see the persons. So if the persons want to volunteer, they can come on mic and speak like PM Abhinav. I want to volunteer because I am sharing my screen from the mobile. So the first, who will be the first volunteer? I will choose it. Guest Utra Nair. Guest Utra Nair is here. So I think she is not available or she do not want to participate.
Yes, I'm here. I couldn't mute myself. Hello.
Oh, hello, yeah. Hi. So you want to participate? So yeah, your topic is, do you think Swachhata Abhiyan is a success or failure? Do you think Swachhata Abhiyan is a success or failure?
Okay. So to the mind, I have to start my video. Can I do it later? Or yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can, if you are comfortable, you can start the video.
Yeah. So I feel to be mindful about the time that people have spent. So many people took part in Swachhata Abhiyan initiative, and that doesn't come for free, right? Because time is nowadays, nobody wants to give so much time for such volunteer activities. So that it's something that has to be applauded, because I don't see so many people in other nations really participating and taking it upon themselves. So I feel it's a success, and we are on its way, our way to, because some things cannot be in our control, like people there. We are the most, we have like overcome, we have surpassed China in terms of population. And even though we have a good, area in terms of the size and length and breadth of the country, we are huge, but still the population density is a big problem, and waste management is a problem. And we can't just go like developed nations. We cannot just dump our trash into some third world countries, and sorry about the term, third world countries are developing nations. We are not somebody we are not people who do that. So I feel there are, even though there are problems, it may not be a full success, but we made a start. And if the progressive governments can, take it forward, it's a good start. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel it's a success. Thank you.
Thank you very much for participating in our table topics.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
mute me and stop my video? Thank you.
Thank you, Pranay. Thank you. So our next, who is the next? Yes, TTM John Bosco. You want to volunteer yourself? DTM John Bosco.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So your topic is an eye for eye will only make the whole world blind. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind.
Mr. Topic Master, I fully agree with the topic that you have given to me. It is evident that violence has never ever given us the satisfaction of what we need. Throughout history, if we see the various wars, the conquests have all been nullified because violence may have given you some satisfaction that you have conquered a place, but in the long run, it has not given you happiness, and history speaks about that. If I were to speak in a derogatory manner to any of you here, and if you also would do the same, it will end up in both of us going into a situation which is not at all palatable. I believe if somebody has to say or do something, the silence that can come will be stronger than the words that we use. And like our great Mahatma, non-violence is what we need to look at. Being a person who is aware of these things, I believe we need to challenge ourselves to a different level. What is important is if I can be tranquil in my thinking when I'm dealing with people, I will not get into trouble. An eye for an eye will definitely make the whole world blind, and people who are blind will not be able to see what they ought to see. Seeing is believing, and thank God we have the ability to see. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM sir, John Bosco. Thank you very much to attempting for this topic. Yes, non-violence is the way forward because war comes with the cost. And the cost is huge. It is more than money, I think, and money cannot buy it. So, moving to the next guest. So, guest Krupali is here. Guest Krupali.
Yes.
Yes. So your topic is love is the strongest force the world possesses. Love is the strongest force the world possesses.
I guess that's very true, and I totally agree with it because nothing can be won by war or hatred. Like you can win everything by love, and love is such a powerful emotion that it can help you connect with everybody, be it a human being or be it an animal, whatever exists on this earth. I think that's this this is enough from my side. Not very well prepared for it, so yeah. Thank you.
No worries. Even the experienced Toastmaster is able to speak in table topic, so it is not big. Yeah. So love is love move mountains, and it is true that love move mountains, and I think everyone will agree with me that it is a true para. So moving on the next topic.
Dr. Dilip has raised his hands.
Okay. So Dr. Dilip, your topic is, if you are a world leader, then what would you choose? Peace or war? If you are a world leader, then what you would choose? Peace or war? Dr. Dilip.
Yeah, good morning to all of you. I will choose both peace and war, both. Because, because in the duration of peace, we prepare for the war, and in the war, we fight for the peace. So, a tough time creates the strongest person, and in the coolest time, you create the weak people. So, both are necessary for the world. To encourage or to promote or improve anything, there should be two forces, black force and white force. Every time, everywhere, there is two things, positive thing and negative thing, yin and yang. Both are necessary for the improvement of the world, for the person. There is a war within inside me, ourselves, and that create to urge to urge to search for the peace. And in the peace, when we are in peaceful, there is a war within us to search for more peace. So according to me, if I am world leader, I choose both war for the peace and peace for the war. This my thank you.
Yeah, interesting take, Dr. Dilip. If I think about the country, the integrity of the country or the borders of the country, so yeah, especially peace will not prevail over there, but on borders it is not the war also, but yeah, we have to be prepared for every coming challenges in the world. So moving to the next topic, TM Varun is there. TM Varun.
He is not there in the meeting right now. Dipesh,
Okay.
yes, Dipesh is there.
Dipesh is there. TM Dipesh, you want to volunteer yourself?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So your topic is, which leadership quality of Mahatma Gandhi do you associate with? Being persistent or lead by example? TM Dipesh.
Well, to have a personal opinion on this, I don't relate with Mr. Gandhi, and we have kind of ideological differences in a lot of things. But I do admire him for his courage, and I do admire for his vision. So it's not that I have to choose from which leadership quality I'll associate it with. I'll try to associate with both, because he's just a role model for the world leaders. So anybody who wants to be a leader, Mr. Gandhi's is a book to study, because he has every example from being persistent. Just imagine a young man being thrown out of a train by white people, and the courage he gathered from there. And a lot of freedom fighters at those days revolted or were very against his ideologies, that peace would never win us freedom. But despite that, he stuck to his ideologies. 1916 to 1947 we call Gandhi era. So around it's 30 years. 30 years, a man does the same thing. Man does the same thing. So he was always persistent with his ideologies, like a mountain, immovable mountain. No amount of winds can shatter him or shatter his ideologies. There's a famous saying that you can kill somebody, but you cannot kill his ideas. He was that person. And he never became a follower. Or the thing about followers is that I'm not talking about those followers who follow the leaders, but those who criticize. They don't want to get into the system. 24 hours into the line, they just criticize everything. I have seen a lot of people doing this on social media, criticizing the government, but not leading, not bringing any change. I'll give you an example from my personal life. Just after the Independence Day, I see that a lot of flags are being littered around the city. So it was, I think, 16th August, and I just got off my vehicle and picked up a flag. Now people around me started noticing me. Now I didn't do this for fame. I just found it to be disrespecting for my Indian flag. So for the first time, I realized something. I saw a hope in people's eyes. I just saw a hope in their eyes, like you don't have to be a leader, you don't have to have a big personality to bring a small change. I think that was Mr. Gandhi. He lived a very simple life. He led examples. He stick to his ideologies. So I would not only these two qualities I would try to imbibe, but the tranquility of his mind, his decision making skills is just off the charts. So I would try to imbibe every quality of his. And we don't have to be a big or a great leader to bring changes. Whatever we can, as simple as throwing garbage in the dustbins or picking up the flags which are littered around the city, can be a great move as well. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Dipesh. Thank you for attempting a topic. I think Mahatma Gandhi shows that what is determination, not for days, not for months, but for years. And if you have any goal, do not determine for a day or month. It will take years. So one thing you will, if you like it or not, but you should admire this quality, being persistent. So moving to the next topic, guest Miko is there. I think he left. Guest Miko is not there.
Master Abhinav,
yeah.
Toastmaster Mayank wants to take the next.
Mayank wants to. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay if you want to wrap it up. It's okay.
No. If you want to go, so the next topic for you is, which one would you choose, money or morals? PM Mayank, which one would you choose, money or morals?
It happens once that my kid just came to me and said, Papa, do you know what I want to become when I grew up? I asked him, Ayanj, you sneaky guy. I know you want to be a chess player. No, Papa, I don't want to be a chess player anymore. Chess is not lucrative. I want to be Mukesh Ambani. Hearing this from a 7-year-old kid, it's very amusing for me. In fact, I'm sure it will be amusing for all of you Toastmasters present here. So I asked, Ayanj, why do you want to become a Mukesh Ambani? Papa, I want to become a Mukesh Ambani because he's richest guy in India. I asked him, so what? He is not a moral person. He do all kind of frauds and do this and that. Why do you want to go on that direction? That little guy took a pause, thought about it, and replied, Papa, these things depends on multiple variants. Multiple reasons can be behind these notions. But do you know one thing? What kind of advantage people like Mukesh Ambani, who we general middle class people call immorals, bring to the table? They have created huge amount of jobs, amazing opportunities in India, and what not. They have built wealth for not only for themselves, but for normal Indians also. And on part of this particular wealth or money, we are preaching morals to people. So, my friend, if you ask me what I will choose moral, but only after I have or I become rich. Over to you, table topic master of the day.
Thank you, TM ma'am, for attempting the topic. So, money or morals, I think if you want to be a philosopher, first become rich. Someone said this. So, I think it is true that you become rich before teaching morals or philosophy to other people. So, timer, we have more time for a one topic.
No, Toastmaster Abhinav. Let's wind up.
Okay. So, thank you everyone for attempting the wonderful topics, and thank you and please applaud for every participants over here because they volunteer themselves.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinav. We have just had a wonderful speech, impromptu speech session. So now I request the timer, please confirm if all the speakers are qualified for the polls or not.
Rupali and Deepesh haven't qualified. Other speakers have.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Jatin. So I request Tech Master to please launch the polls for best table topic speaker.
I would just like to confirm with the timer. And then
Yeah, he has just confirmed that.
No. So the choices that I now have with me are guest Uttara Nair, DTM John Bosco Abraham, Toastmaster Dr. Dilip Gupta, and Toastmaster Mayank Gang. Only 4 participants then?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm launching the poll.
So till the polls are launching, let's I think the polls, is everyone able to see the polls on the screen? Okay.
I have a majority Toastmaster of the day. We can end the poll now.
Okay, Toastmaster Smita. So now let's come onto the theme of today's meeting. Now I want everyone to be a little active. Now I'm going to ask one more question and this is the last question of my Toastmaster of the Day speech. So I was discussing about the 3 values of Mahatma Gandhi. The first one is non-violence, and then I talked about truth. Now I'll talk about the third value, which is Sarvodaya. That is to say, social welfare. So there are several ways of doing social welfare. So I want to ask you a question. Just tell me one way in which we can help our society in our daily life. Anyone who wants to answer this question can raise your hand. Okay, DTM Bosco, please.
I think one of the very important thoughts that we should have is to give equal opportunities to all, especially the poor, the marginalized, and those who have not really been able to educate themselves for various reasons. Giving an opportunity to all will ensure that all grow, and when all grow, the nation grows, and then we will have a lot of prosperity.
Thank you, DTM John. You have almost covered all a few topics of my recommendations also. So Gandhiji believed that the true measure of a society's progress lies in how it takes care of its people. He emphasized on the importance of compassion, empathy, and collective responsibility towards society. So Bapu envisioned a society where no one left behind, where there is no discrimination and inequality between people, and everyone gets equal rights and resources. So there are several ways of doing social welfare nowadays, like universal healthcare, providing everyone access to affordable and quality healthcare services, providing free and subsidized education to the students and providing scholarship, and as financial support, offering financial food assistance and housing aid to the vulnerable people. So here, I think these are some ways in which we can help our society. Now, now let us ahead towards something which we all are waiting for this, from starting, because we all want to get ourselves better. So let's call our general evaluator, Toastmaster Akib, for the evaluation session. Toastmaster Akib, the stage is all yours now.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Archita, for bringing a lot of thoughts on what Bapu would have imagined this world to be. We can't evaluate those morals and all those stuff, but yeah, at least the meeting which enabled those thoughts. And we will start with evaluation of our first speaker, Toastmaster Suraj, who we're talking about. Yeah, I will not spill the beans. It is for Toastmaster Devika to do. Over to you, Toastmaster Devika.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Any fool can try to defend his or her mistake, but it raises one above the herd and gives one a feeling of nobility and exculpation to admit one's mistake. So, a very good opening to Toastmaster Suraj when you have started the speech and you conveyed your emotions and you have a good eye contact with the audience. Your vocal variety was good, but you have to work on certain things. Like in your whole speech, the pauses were missing. Yeah, one story led to another story, but there was no smooth transition in which the audience can understand that okay, this story has ended and this story has started. So you can work on the pauses a little bit, and you have to work on the grammatical error mistakes, because in the whole speech your overall speech was good, but the grammatical mistakes, you were I can feel that you were mumbling. Sometime you got nervous and you were mumbling. The speech was not clear. Somewhere the speech was not clear, your words were not clear. And the last, I would recommend that the ending was very abrupt. You could have the better ending, like you have started the speech in a very good note, and you could have better ending. You can end it with a quotation, or you can ask the audience about their views, something like that you can end it with. And overall, the speech was good. You have done a great job, and I will applaud you for completing your level. You have achieved your speech objective. So, great job. Over to you, General Evaluator, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devika. She looks like a strict teacher, but yeah, Toastmaster Suraj will have to abide with what recommendation she gave. We'll move ahead with the evaluator 2 for our speaker, Toastmaster Nagesh. It was Mayank. Hi, Mayank. Over to you.
Well, thank you, General Evaluator. DTM Nagesh. He seemed very tranquil creature at most, right? And it was highlighted in his particular speech. I was sitting here and observing each and every aspect of his particular speech. So, as an evaluator, I focus in two aspects majorly: storytelling and technicals, right? And I do have commendation as well as recommendation in both. But in a nutshell, it was almost perfect speech. But I, at least from my side, was able to find some chinks in the armor in DTM Nagesh's speech. So I will start from good aspects. With respect to storytelling, one of the most amazing things which DTM Nagesh did, he started away straight from the story. You know, no good evening, and all these things. That is amazing start to a speech. Everyone should adhere to that. In fact, try to achieve that thing. He had this optimum detailing in this particular story of his about the scenarios, sceneries where he was holidaying and all these things. That was optimum, because I've seen in some speakers, they go detailed out and it just make a story more verbose. He introduced us to this particular person, Kirti, and established him as a flesh and blood. It was so that I was almost seeing Kirti in front of me. And through Kirti's lens, he talked about how power can corrupt and inherent nature of jealousy in humankind. That was a perfect touch in this particular speech. If I talk about technical aspects, of course, there was good vocal variety, but I suppose it can be enhanced further. And DTM Nagesh is the best person to do that. He had good hand gestures and he was loud and clear. But apart from that, there were certain points which would be coming from me as a recommendation. For example, I suppose DTM Nagesh, you were sitting on the chair. I suppose if you can stand up and deliver the speech, it would have been more impactful. I was really looking forward to that. That's one. Secondly, as I've already mentioned, story was pretty nice. It had a starting, it had certain challenges, but in midway, I was a bit confused. Who is the main protagonist? Is it DTM Nagesh or Kirti? From whose lens I'm listening to this particular story? Because Kirti was invisible, he just went underground, and Nagesh was solving his issue. Was it supposed to be like this? My recommendation would be, you could have included a particular dialogue that you were, talking to Kirti at back end, and there was certain narrative, and you were helping him somehow. That might have, created a continuity which this story required, right? And yeah, that's one of the things. Apart from that, technically, I really don't have much to say. And if my final words would be, it was almost perfect speech, a perfect story with starting, challenges, and the resolutions. But eye of a protagonist was missing. So that was my evaluation. Over to you, General Evaluator. Yeah, over to you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Mayank. I forget, like Suraj said. Good. Now we'll move ahead with the third evaluator for our third speaker. It is DTM Bosco Abraham. Over to you, DTM Bosco. You are in mute, DTM Bosco.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and my speaker, Sharif Noor Alauddin. A very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, let me congratulate you, Sharif, for attempting one of the most difficult speeches that Toastmasters offers, and that is engaging in humor. I would love to share with you my thoughts and opinions on how you delivered your speech today on two aspects. One would be the content of your speech, the other is the manner in which you delivered your speech. Now, if I look at you as a speaker, you come across as a very comfortable speaker, a person who is very clear. You had the right volume that you used. Your eye contact was pretty good. Your gestures were apt, and you were very comfortable. As a speaker, I believe you score a lot of marks. Whilst your gestures were all perfectly used, I thought on and off you were leaning on the table, which for me was a distraction. Perhaps that is something that you need to be aware of. When it comes to your voice, I thought you used your voice well. You were able to engage me as a listener, and I felt comfortable listening to you as you related what you wanted to. The difference between a humor and a rumor is something that was very well brought out by you. The various incidents like the bus, the cricket, the supermarket, I mean, all these were incidents that you tried to stitch together and make it a speech. What is very important in a speech is a message, and in this case, a message with humor peppered around it. Whilst your message came out very strongly to me, what is very important is for us to be aware that rumors can be dangerous, but if it is humor, it can be fun. And I believe I fully agree with you in this. Now, the charger that you talked about, the plug, which is the lifeline, was something that very beautifully came out. I thought that part of your speech where you said half the audience would not understand what I'm speaking or blabbering, I think self-deprecating may not be the right thing you should do. I did not see the required humor. I thought that needs a lot of effort from your side. Otherwise, as a speech, congratulations, all the best.
Thank you so much, DTM Bosco. Sorry. I would request people to give a huge round of applause for all the evaluators. I would also seek timing from Jatin if all of the evaluators are qualified.
Yes, all of them have qualified.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin. I would request Zoom Master to launch the poll for evaluators. And here it is. Vote for the evaluator.
I kindly request everyone present in the meeting to vote. We need a majority. I have a majority general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smita. Now we'll move ahead and talk about the evaluation, and I'll start with the team that we have here, in-house team of general evaluators, starting with the word master grammarian, Toastmaster Neeraj. Over to you.
So, good afternoon once again. So, as a grammarian, I feel that tranquility of mind is very much required, and all the speeches of the speakers and table topic took my breath away, and I was really mesmerized. So yes, moving further regarding grammatical aspect of today's all the speeches and table topic. So mm, I was it was my pleasure to observe that today many good phrases, sayings, and quotations have been used by the speakers. For example, I would like to now get it open. A man make mistakes, and mistakes make a man. Uh, no man lives alone. An eye for eye makes the whole world blind. Be the change which you want to see in the world. Love can move the mountains. The Chinese philosophy Yin and Yang, that was really beautiful. Like dark energy and uh, you can kill somebody but not his or her ideas. The phrases such as "War for peace and peace for war." Mahatma Gandhi was the book. He was the man to. He was a book to study. So these are the saying and quotations I really like. Today, a lot of good words have been used by the speakers. For example, imbibe, lucrative, sneaky, emulate, clever, gratify. Apart from that, there are some of the beautiful uses of words and phrases, which makes the language very amazing. For example, I would like to especially thank to Toastmaster Nagesh. He used such expressions such as specks of dust, floating particle, stream of light. I think there was also somewhere it was mentioned magician PC Sarkar. He was a great magician from India and who represented India on the globe. The phrases I really like: bold, bossy, and boastful. A small edge over the head, jumping with joy, tears of joy, out of the trenches, a reliable agency, spreading rumor for fun. So, apart from this, I have found some improper uses or pronunciation aspect of the speaker. For example, we usually Indian we have a habit of saying grandma, uh, but when in English literature we have to use proper grandmother. Yeah, so instead of saying a speaker could have said grandmother, what happened? The speaker could have said rather saying what happened because we and when talking about the price of any stuff, we have to also mention the currency as well. Like it was just five. It could have been said like it was ₹5 or $5. Yeah, the pronunciation of it's a career. It's not carrier. The pronunciation of fraud. Yeah, the correct way of saying is fraud. Although I feel that it happened, it was just a slip of tongue. So this is all from my side. I really amazed. A lot of discussion related to the related to life of Mahatma Gandhi, and it was a great learning experience for me. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neeraj. It was a very tranquil report. We'll move ahead with our for today's meeting.
Sorry to I just forgot one thing to mention.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so word of the day have been used by the speaker 8 times, and I really appreciate our DTM John Bosco Abraham. He really put effort in using the words.
Thank you.
Tries, especially.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neeraj. We'll move ahead with our next evaluator, which is our counter for today's meeting. Guest Purna, over to you.
Yeah, hello everyone. Once again. So I will be submitting here the report at our counter. So congratulations, Toastmaster Suraj, for your wonderful delivery. I have also listened your ice-breaking speech, and that was indeed, wonderful. Today I found that you have used twice, and there was no pauses. One time you fumble. Okay, so thank you. Now second speaker, Toastmaster Nagesh ji. I have not, uh, felt awe or any failure. Only one short pauses I found. So congratulations. Speaker 3, Toastmaster Sharif. You have used two long pauses, and the body language were quite good, but sometime it was hum rolling, sometime it was flexible, quite flexible. So congratulations for that. I mean, you have used your body language, but it can be better. Thank you. Now I will come to the table topic. So first speaker was Uthara. She has fumbled one time, and she had uses 3 times. Now second speaker was Toastmaster Bosco sir. So I have not found any failures, but there was only slight short pauses. Third speaker was Kest Rupali, who has used 3 hours and one short pauses, and she fumbled twice. Then fourth speaker was Dilip Gupta, who has used 2 times hours and 2 short pauses found in his speech. Then fifth speaker was Dipesh Kumar. I have found 2 hours and one time he fumbled. And the last, my Toastmaster Mayank, I have found 1 hour and he fumbled one time. Okay, thank you so much for giving this opportunity to count hours. Although in my voice that you find lots of hours and hours, but I came here to improve. So please don't mind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Purna, for meticulous results. We'll move ahead to our timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Jatin.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Am I clearly audible?
Yep.
All right. Can I also request the host to give me screen sharing rights?
Just a second, please.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got it. Is my screen visible?
It is.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much. So, here's my report for the today's meeting itself, and I'll start timing myself as well. The meeting was open on time at 9:45, which was a time for networking, and we spent considerable time networking with people who were there. We started 5 minutes late on account of role players joining in late, so that's something that we might need to work on, or we surely need to work on. Moving on for the presiding officer, the time allocated was 7 minutes, but we went into 12 minutes, which was slightly expected considering the number of guests and the introductions that were done. Though this can be worked around or reduced by the time taken reduced, can be first 2 things: either avoid redundancy or overlap with the theme it's talking about the theme, which is what Toastmasters of the Day is going to do. And also, instead of making the guest speak, acknowledge the guests or distinguished guests who are in the meeting by giving a brief introduction about them rather than making them do them themselves. Next, we move on to the general evaluator section, wherein I felt the time allocated for the introductions for the tag team and the evaluators was itself low for 6 minutes, considering it will take around 2 minutes per role player to introduce themselves along with the general evaluator. So it should have been around 8, but we, as an evaluation team, we still went into 11, which as an evaluation team itself, we need to work upon. There was no time allocated in the agenda for the Toastmaster of the Day to start or talk about the first aspect of the theme. So it was only 1 minute before the prepared speech section started. She took appropriate amount of time by utilizing 5 minutes. We need to work or edit the agenda accordingly. Other aspects that I wanted to work upon or talk about is certain minutes were already, the transitions were already included inherently in the agenda, which is a good thing, and I'm glad that we did that. Kudos to presiding officer or the team who prepared the agenda. The introductions, I felt the introductions were a bit too long, especially for speaker 3, which itself took 4 minutes. It became a mini speech itself. So let's shorten the introductions and let the speaker do the talking. So subsequently, as I said, Toastmaster of the Day was very apt during transitions by taking the appropriate amount of time that was allocated to her in between sessions by taking 5 minutes each time, which included polls and transitions, etc., while talking about the theme itself. So kudos to the Toastmaster of the Day on that. Excuse me. Table Topics Master Abhinav conducted the session wonderfully well, very punctual. Like 20 minutes were allocated, almost 20, it ended in 20 minutes with good, since there was good, excuse me, there was enthusiasm in the audience. So, but we did, and the presiding officer did well to cut it short when asked upon by Table Topics Master. The rest of the meeting has been going smoothly, wherein we are going as per the schedule, as per the agenda, except for grammarian sort of taking a bit more time than allocated. But considering that it was an in-depth meeting or in-depth report, would like to focus upon the key points or the key aspects rather than talking about everything else. That's pretty much my report in terms of the timings of the prepared speakers. 6:58 for the speaker 1, 6:32 for speaker 2, and almost disqualification time with just 4 seconds short of disqualification time. It's 7:26 for speaker 3. One suggestion that I had was towards the end, he said, "Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. This is Toastmaster Sharif. You should have cut it short right then and there instead of doing that." 2 of the table topic speakers did not qualify because one talked less than 1 minute and one went beyond. One went beyond the 2 minutes 30 seconds, including 30 seconds grace. For evaluators, 2 of the evaluators were just on the brink of disqualification, especially Toastmaster Mayank, and I think which lacked the summary in their evaluations as well. The time should be properly managed in their speeches. That's my report. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin. I think this is one of the most comprehensive timer report I've seen so far. It had all the timings with session 1, session 2, and you also gave suggestion on how to make it better. So kudos. Now let us talk about meeting in general. I think we started a little late, 4 minutes late, probably because of the team availability, and which is okay, but we can still try to come and start at time. I myself was late for 2 minutes, so it's for me as well. Guests were introduced as per checklist. I think we checked all the points that you need to introduce guest and then talk about something which sets the tone of the meeting, and it was aligned with the meeting wherein she talked about Sabarmati Ashram visit. So that was very much aligned with TMOD theme as well. So then Toastmaster of the Day came. She brought her theme, structure, talked about truth is powerful, non-violence, all those stuff. and we all were engrossed in all those ideas. I think it was a well neat Toastmaster of the Day session. One thing which I could still suggest, or I would have done it better, is the transitioning from session X to session Y. So if I'm moving from speakers to again my theme, I'll put a line which gives a transition. So that is something which we should look upon. But then came our table topic master, Abhinav. I mean, that was a very honest session wherein he says, buddy, I'm doing it through phone. I won't be able to see your face. So you have to use your voice to tell me that you want to participate. All along his session, the ideas were very thought-provoking. He enabled a lot of discussion on Bapu, and I think it is much needed for us to talk about, to dig deeper in our thoughts. So you did that job very well, Abhinav. I loved the whole session of table topics. Coming to my team, starting with grammarian, I think we did a splendid job in record keeping. You talked all the better things that you loved or that you liked. I would suggest that if we keep a PDF of that in the group, if possible, if not, if you can put it in the chat box so that we take it home as a key takeaway. That is one value addition. And also a value addition would be if we share the word of the day, phrase of the day in the chat box at least twice, at least once before the table topic session, so that people are aware what is it. Abhinav tried bringing it, so it was his cleverness. Coming to our counter, I think you're doing it for the first time and you did amazing, talking about each and every people, what and people used. I would suggest that we keep it little crisp and we talk about areas which needs attention. When you want to talk, if you want to share it on a screen when you have written everything on an Excel or on PPT, that makes more easier for people to grasp. But if you want to talk about each and every person, it takes a lot of time. So you can, when you want to just talk, you can talk about the outliers or the people who needs to really work upon it. But yeah, I think we learned something. I use a lot of hours, so a little shameful for that. Coming to timer report, I think that, as I said, it was the best report which I've seen so far for timer. I used to feel proud that I am making an Excel report for timer, but this time you have bitten me with a lot of suggestions which came in that, and I saw audience very attentive and they were all looking at the screen. How much time did I took for the timing? So well done, Toastmaster Jatin. Yeah, so that's about my team. And if I talk about a meeting on a very high level, I think we were missing on few housekeeping items, and we can have somebody helping us with that. Like when we started the meeting, speaker 3 was unmute for a longer time, which kept off disturbing the audience. Then we say Uttara raising her hand for some 1 to 2 minutes while other were speaking. As a speaker, I will feel little doubtful why he is raising hand and all. Then we saw grammarian Neeraj also were unmute for some time. So for this housekeeping stuff, we can keep Zoom master who can mute or who can check what is the problem. So that makes the meeting more sound. It allows more peace, more tranquility in what we are talking. But the way things were designed, the VP education blew me away or taken my breath away. The meeting was star-studded. So that's the job of VP education, to bring people from different places. And we have 2 DTMs, very seasoned Toastmasters like Smita herself, Jatin, Sharif. These people have been there in Toastmasters. They know all the best practices, and we are all learning from each other. But if you have more stars in the group, that makes the meeting more lively and more learning. So I think VP Education did a wonderful job and she deserves a round of applause. Yes, and yeah, that's the meeting all about. I don't get to get evaluated. That's my sweet spot. So even I did a lot of mistakes. I am faltering a lot. I know, but you can't evaluate me. So that's about today's session. Handing over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, if she has anything. Or yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akil, for your general evaluators report. So we are here almost at the end of the meeting. So before ending this meeting and giving conclusion, I request our tech master to please launch the polls for our auxiliary role players and then the role player of the day. Audience, if please confirm if the poll is visible or not. Okay.
I have a majority for the best auxiliary role player, ending the poll and launching the next. It's on your screen now. I'll request everyone to please vote for the role player they have loved the most today. I have a majority. We'd like to end the poll now. Yes.
Thank you so much, Tech Master, for launching the polls. Now, I think we are at the end of the meeting. And in the conclusion of the whole Toastmaster of the Day's theme, I just wanted to say a few lines like Gandhiji's values I think, are incredibly relevant today. Gandhiji's teachings remind us the power of compassion, empathy, and and motivates us to bring a harmonious society. And I think embracing his values will help us in the challenges which we face even in coming future also. So that's here. I just want to end my theme of today's meeting. So now I want to get back to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Smita.
Thank you, Toastmaster
The
Archita.
stage is yours now. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archita, once again. My dear friends, I'd like to request you all for a warm round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day. Now, till the time our certificates and the results get ready, I'll request you all to unmute yourselves, raise your hands, let me give and allow me to take some feedbacks. Let me begin, first of all, with distinguished Toastmaster John Bosco.
Hello, Toastmasters. It's been a pleasure to join your meeting. Whilst I have seen a lot of changes in the way meetings are being conducted over the years, some of them being very good, some of them perhaps need to be looked into. I like the energy of the Toastmaster of the day, especially taking us through an excellent learning. In my opinion, if you want to give a message, give it at one time before we start any of these sessions. Tell the members what you want to tell about, whatever you have as a theme, close it and concentrate on each session. What is a speaking session? Why a speaking session? What is a table topic session? I mean, you could have given us that type of anticipation for each session. Breaking your message over a period of time sometimes can go over the head of some of the listeners. This is just an opinion. We used to give a very strong message as a Toastmaster of the day and get into the speech session, table topic session, and evaluation session. As far as the quality of the meeting goes, I believe you are top notch, one of the better clubs that I have attended in the recent past. What I am surprised is, why should a member who decides to come for a meeting not show himself or herself in the meeting? I would love to speak to people, not to blank screens. This is my humble request to all of you who are in a meeting. Be prepared to show yourself because you are in a meeting. I think that is something which is very, very important. If there is a need to switch off and switch on, do it, but be in the meeting is what I feel. Otherwise, good meeting. I am happy I joined and hope to join sometime later too. And I was so happy to listen to my good friend, distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh, division director, and he belongs to the club where I started my journey. And I believe he's making waves all over. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best in your endeavor as Toastmasters.
Thank you, DTM John.
Yep.
Point taken. And we have generally seen the TMOD messages being divided into 3 sections. And we have yet to come across a meeting where the entire message was conveyed at one. But I think this can be taken up, based on the theme of the meeting. And this is a good suggestion based on some themes where the message could be scattered, could be lost. There we can club it into one go. This is also a new suggestion and definitely something that we will look into. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My dear friends, request you for your feedback. Toastmaster Mayank, how was the meeting for you? How was it evaluating distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh?
So meeting wise, it was very nice. In fact, I really want to appreciate Toastmaster Archita. A reason being, it was a tough topic to talk about, to be very honest. You're talking about Mahatma Gandhi and explaining his theologies in such a forum is not an easy task. So I would rather say it's a learning, row for her. And I think feedback from DTM Bosco will help her. Otherwise, it was nice meeting. To be very honest, it collides with my original club meeting only because I have an accident. I'm at home. That's why I'm attending a online session. And to be honest, I discovered this amazing group of people and really enjoyed that. Regarding my experience of evaluating DTM Nagesh, it was wonderful. It was amazing speech. And I was trying to find out what are the chinks in his armor. I hope I did give a good feedback to him. Not even feedback, just the suggestions, which he might imbibe later on. And yeah, it was a great, I would rather say, experience. It is like twice I've given a feedback to certain DTMs. So yeah, that was nice. Thanks. Thanks, Mita.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let me invite DTM Nagesh also on screen. DTM Nagesh.
Thank you for
how was your
calling me.
experience coming to our club?
Oh, it's so wonderful. I am still really in joy that I'm in Lucknow. So I'll keep coming over again to this club because this is the, I think, only club in Lucknow which meets online. And
Yes.
when I come to Lucknow physically, then probably I'll attend a few meetings over there. I keep traveling across the country on my work.
Wonderful.
That's about it. But I want to add to what DTM Bosco said. Those of you who have your cameras on have experienced, I think, the offline meetings. This club, I think, came in during pandemic. So those who are habituated to online meetings, I think, are those who have switched off their cameras. When you go into a hall, you don't duck behind the seats, isn't it? So please come over camera. I know we all multitask We do something here and there, we listen in parallel, but seeing is communicating, somebody wrote on the chat, isn't it? So please come on the camera. It's only a convenience that we are meeting online. Otherwise, we are all here for association, seeing one another. Next time I see Mayank or Smita or Archita, I'll definitely know I have seen you. I'll go and shake hands with you, isn't it? If I have not seen you, how will I come over to you and say hello to you, isn't it? So my request is, even if it is online medium, come on camera.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, DTM Nagesh. Thank you, Toastmaster Meg. Toastmaster Archita, whenever you're ready with the certificates, let me know, please. Okay. Anybody else? Toastmaster Suraj, you're a new Toastmaster here. Let me put myself in a gallery mode first. We also have Toastmaster Dilip Gupta, my dear friends. Toastmaster Dilip Gupta is the latest entrant to our club. And may I request you all to please give him a warm round of applause and happy Toastmastering. Toastmaster Dilip Gupta.
Thank you, man. Thank you to all of you to join my family.
So you're a Toastmaster now. Awesome. So what is it that you're looking forward to?
By the name of Toastmaster, I think this is the baking class. But later I know that it's also a baking class to bake yourself and be prepared in public speaking. Properly baking is necessary for a good bread or good toast. So I joined the Toastmaster to become a properly baked toast. Thank you.
How wonderful is that? Well, linking Toastmasters to a toast, now that's a first. So I wish happy baking and happy toasting and happy Toastmastering, Toastmaster Dilip. My dear friends, we also have our guest Uttara here amongst us, and we heard her speak so beautifully in the table topics today. I happened to speak to Uttara through just yesterday, and I invited her over to the club meeting. It was sweet of her to join us. Hi, Uttara, can you just come and share your feedback? How was this meeting for you today? Hello, Uttara, would you like to give your feedback, please? We'll request you to come off mute. So till the time she is getting ready, I'll request our grammarian Neeraj, who has also joined, who is yet to join a new Toastmasters club, that is a Varanasi Toastmasters club, to quickly tell me how was this experience here for you today. And then we head over to the certificates.
It was for me great learning experience. It was.
Can be heard.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you well, Neeraj.
I really appreciate.
Neeraj, how about removing the headphones?
Hello.
Much better. Yes, we can hear you now.
For me, it was a great learning experience, and I really enjoy listening experience Toastmaster. I really appreciate Table Topic Master for beautifully crafting the title of the topic. Although I couldn't speak, but I really enjoyed, and especially I would like to thank Archita, the way she conducted the entire session. And many things are needs to be told, but due to short of we are at the end of the meeting, and all the speakers were amazing. And for me, it was reflecting myself. Even as a grammarian, I realized that time needs to be taken out. PDF should be created. So these things I will keep into account so that everything goes smoothly. Thank you.
Thank you, Neeraj. Thank you for taking up this role, and I wish you a good Toastmasters journey ahead. Thank you. My dear friends, the results are ready. Our Toastmaster of the day, who is also the secretary of our club, is here with the results. I'm putting you again on spotlight, my dear, and you may share the results now.
Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen. So the first certificate of best speaker of the day. Anyone wants to guess who?
No guesses.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. So we have our distinguished Toastmaster Ramamurthy for the best speaker of the day. The second certificate I have for wait, something happened. Yeah, for the best table topic speaker of the day. So the certificate goes to Toastmaster Mayank. So congratulations, Toastmaster Mayank.
Sorry, spelling is wrong. It's Gangil. Gangil.
Okay, it's G.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, sorry.
Right.
Is it okay now? Okay, so the next certificate for the best evaluator. The best evaluators also goes to Toastmaster Mayank. Congratulations for getting 2 certificates.
Thank
And
you.
the third one is our auxiliary role player of the day. The certificate goes to Toastmaster Jatin for his crisp and very effective and efficient report. And the last certificate for the best role player, and that's me. And thank you so much, each and everyone, for all the motivation and all the things. Like at the end, I just have left with very less amount of time, so I was not able to speak a lot, but I had a lot in my plate. So I'll try next time. So back to presiding officer. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Archita. My dear friends, with that, we come to the end of our meet today. Heartiest congratulations to all the winners and heartiest congratulations to all the participants in today's meet. Like our general evaluator said, it's been a star-studded meet. And last but not the least, Uttara has come back. So quickly, let's have a word with Uttara. Hi, Uttara, would you like to come off mute and give your feedback?
Yeah, I had some problems with my keys. That's why I couldn't go off mute. Thank you, Smita, for inviting me to the Toastmaster event. I mean, this meeting. This is my first Toastmaster event. So
yes, and I'm glad you came here today. So thank you for coming, and do join us next week as well.
Looking forward. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Is Toastmaster Sharif available? I couldn't, I've been asking him to unmute. Toastmaster Sharif, would you like to come off mute? And yes, now you are there. Would you like to come off mute? And you are, give a feedback and let us know how your experience with Toastmasters Club of Lucknow has been. So we've been trying to get you for a speech or an evaluation or for you to participate for a very long time now. So how was your experience with the club?
Yes, definitely. The experience has been really enthralling, to say the least. I have also been trying to connect with the club itself, but somehow, till now, it has not been that way. However, somehow I made it, and so does the club. And I really feel very much honored and appreciated that, yes, I have been able to connect with all of you somewhere down the radar, and it really feels great. Like, Lucknow is known for the vast, diversified culture in India, and belonging from Bangladesh, it's really great that I have been around the like-minded people with all of you. Since I follow IPL, which is telecast all around the world, and there's the called Lucknow Super Giants, LSG, and I believe you people also support that. And being a sports enthusiastic person, I also find the lot of camaraderie between all of you, and it really is incredibly great that guests and members are constantly trying with tranquility. Okay, I'm using the word of the back end, but yes, we all are trying our best with tranquility to make every meeting possible to be noteworthy. And this meeting is nothing short of greatness. Even in my club, where I come from, Bangladesh Youth Toastmasters Club, where I am the club president myself, we have got ourselves done with the 118th meeting last week. So I can in this club meeting as well, the number itself and the overall performance as well. So I will be able to take more and more club roles in your club meeting so that the last minute gesture and the last minute tension doesn't appear at all.
Thank you so much for that. We'll be in touch with you. And if you look up the chat, DTM Nagesh has already written that there is more. And Tunde Kebab of Lucknow is also where you will definitely be reminded of, for food, and you'll be able to find similarities between both India and Bangladesh. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to meeting you again. And I mean that from all my heart. Really looking forward to meeting you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.